In the latest Cyberpunk 2077 news, Marcin Momot announced that CDPR will not show any new content at the Game Awards on December 6th, stating that CDPR will share details about Cyberpunk 2077 when they are ready. The original Game Awards promotional trailer was also updated to remove the image of Cyberpunk 2077. After watching the Game Awards last night, I can confirm there was no new content, and unsurprisingly did not see anything that would challenge CDPR or Cyberpunk 2077. Philip Weber, senior quest designer at CDPR, in response to suggestions that an outward happy vibe was shown in the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo, explained that when there is no future, many people will deal with that not through lethargy, but through more and more excess. So, if you see these individuals in Night City for just a few seconds, their outward appearance may seem jovial. According to Weber, mentioning outward happiness as an important distinction. Just scratch off the metaphorical paint and all the sunshine and palm trees in Night City will suddenly look completely different. While not directly associated with Cyberpunk 2077, Weber also stated that the Cyberpunk 2077 Quest team are fond of the latest song from Grimes, We Appreciate Power. We appreciate power. Although, do not assume it will be directly linked to the game. Concerning morality, there will not be an arbitrary meter for Cyberpunk 2077. It will be handled more organically by tracking the choices V makes and how they affect the people you interact with. Weber gave an example of a booster in the district of Night City who will not care if you tell a fixer to get lost, but the fixer will remember, or the fixer may know the booster, which can lead to interesting situations for V. CDPR currently have no plans for external alpha or beta testing. CDPR CEO Marcin Nowinski discussed the success of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which has led CDPR to believe that quality and interesting games can be successful regardless of the culture, in reference to CDPR's accomplishments in Japan. CDPR are expanding their efforts to increase their presence in the Japanese and Chinese markets for Cyberpunk 2077. To celebrate St. Nicholas Day or Dzień Świętego Mikołaja, where it is traditional in Poland to give small gifts on December 6th, CD Projekt Red gave their employees a Cyberpunk Mantis Blade Lady figurine. Previously, Patrick Mills, quest designer at CDPR, accidentally implied that not only is Mantis Blade Lady in the game, but described her as a really cool character. The statue's appearance is based upon former Polish Playboy model Katarzyna Danish, whom I covered in a previous video. In this week's subscriber Q&A, a few tumbers asked me about a Red Bull article on how Cyberpunk 2077 honors its sci-fi forefathers. Initially, I felt it did not warrant any attention until some street rats attempted to disseminate this article as legitimate news. Let us begin this dissection by reminding ourselves of some cyberpunk history. Saurian Games, which was founded in 1985, released Cyberpunk 2013 in 1988. The second edition, titled Cyberpunk 2020, which Cyberpunk 2077 is based upon, was released in 1990. Mike Pondsmith, the founder of Saurian Games, was the main author and game designer behind the Cyberpunk RPGs. And yet, despite writing an article on Cyberpunk 2077's origins, the author neglected to mention Mike Pondsmith, Cyberpunk 2020, or Saurian Games even once.
Absolutely pathetic.
These omissions should have alerted anyone with a basic understanding of the cyberpunk genre that something was amiss. While Mike Pondsmith was influenced by a corpus of work including William Gibson's Neuromancer novel, Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, and the 1984 movie Streets of Fire directed by Walter Hill, according to the Red Bull author, Cyberpunk 2077 draws its influence from movies such as Steven Spielberg's AI Artificial Intelligence from 2001 or Mamoru Oshii's Ghost in the Shell movie. The Ghost in the Shell movie was released in 1995. That's 5 years after Cyberpunk 2020 was being sold by Saurian Games. While CDPR may indeed draw influence from these movies, it is nonsensical to suggest that they are the origins of Cyberpunk 2077. Mike Pondsmith wrote about braindance and the ability to upload a human consciousness as an engram to the net via Alt Cunningham's Soul Killer prior to these movies mentioned in the article being released. Needless to say, if you want to survive on the streets of Night City and be adequately prepared for the challenges of Cyberpunk 2077, be careful from whom you get your online intel from, Chumba.